didn't get the blessing. But the Lord still blessed them to become a prosperous nation. The child that got the blessing, that became the Lord's chosen people, was Abraham's grandson, which is Isaac's son. That was Isaac.
Ishmael, pick your blessing though. You got Muhammad. Down here.
But not according to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? It's Bible. Muhammad ain't mentioned in the Bible. And Muhammad tells
Nah,
you.
he is.
You read the Bible. Muhammad tell you in the Surah, you know, was it 2 and 122?
Yep.
He tell you what? He say, you know, we above all people, the Israelites. He basically tell you all throughout the, you know what I'm saying, the Quran to Israel got it. They tell you that in Romans 9 and 6. Get that real slow.
Chapter 3 is happy too. You know?
See, they got more respect than the so-called white man. You see what I'm saying? Because the so-called white man finna go into slavery, according to Revelation 13 and 16, because they never paid for what they did and how they got this land. Like everything that's happening to America is karma. Like how they over there, they just lost the embassy in Afghanistan. The Taliban took over. The Taliban just got with America's enemy, which is Russia, North Korea, China. It's written that how God gonna destroy America in the Bible. Babylon is said to be destroyed by fire, by flying arrows. Those are missiles. Now the actual fucking place that he's talking about is America. Because Babylon means place of confusion. People confused in this place.
So you're saying doomsday soon?
Oh yeah, it's right around the corner. And we going
How many years?
It ain't no years.
In a year?
It's according to the times. So Messiah, people think is a so-called white man, right?
Who thinks a white man?
The world.
The world thinks a white man.
That's what you think. We study this. People think, okay, have you
Brother,
seen the movie?
brother.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Have you seen the movie Passion of Christ? Have you seen the Ten Commandments?
No.
All
I've seen it.
all
I don't
those
remember
movies, the Hebrew Israelites, which the Messiah comes from, to be white people. That's not true according to the Bible. Hollywood pushes the image of the Messiah to be. That's all I'm saying. So I'm not saying everybody believes that. I'm saying that's what's pushed out.
America believes it.
America believes that.
That's a big difference, yeah.
They say that the Messiah got crucified twice through his image. Read that, 11 and 8.
No, I agree with you.
No, I'm just going to let you hear something real quick.
On that,
and then we're going to let you hear. I'm going to let you hear that we know this truth. Get straight to it. Whoever got it, man.
Revelations 11 and 8.
Go ahead.
It says, and their dead bodies shall lie, and their dead bodies,
No, everybody's.
and their dead bodies.
So the Lord, the whole Bible's about the Israelites. Right?
There you go, man.
All right. Just letting you hear it.
Go
You
ahead,
know what's going to happen to y'all too, right?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
And
This is why
their
God
dead
finna
bodies-
destroy America, because nobody cares. Go ahead.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the street
Yeah.
of the great city,
Who getting gunned down in the street? In the great city. Go ahead.
which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
What's pushed here? LGBT. That's why the Lord is going to destroy this place, because it's like Sodom. What did he do to Sodom? He destroyed Sodom according to the Bible. And he
In the
says
Quran,
also,
in the Quran,
yeah, and also well, the Quran is not the word of God. Can you
All
that
right,
part?
bro, that's where I gotta go. Now,
It's
because
not, you
if
gonna
we
see.
Quran, bro,
Y'all don't think we're the prophets. Y'all gonna go into slavery under us. And so give me Revelation 13, 19. It's all
I got it.
16. It's all good.
It's Revelation 13 and 10. It says,
This was so-called.
he that leadeth into captivity.
Everybody don't listen. See, this is, see, you got that word from us. You see what I'm saying? These people proud as hell. That's our word, bro. But you walk away like we ain't shit. You people in the Lord gonna confound y'all. The so-called black man, Latino man, Native American, Indian man, or the Hebrew Israelites. Y'all don't know that, man. They gonna see. Read that.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 10. It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Now, so-called white people, who led the people into captivity? A lot of people. Their ancestors even led the Hebrew Israelites into captivity. The Hebrew Israelites never led anybody into captivity according to the Bible. Now, who is the Hebrew Israelites? So-called black, Latinos, and Native American Indians. We've never led nobody into captivity, but yet we the most downtrodden. So the Lord is about to destroy the place where the Hebrew Israelites will go into captivity at the highest degree, and then he will bring everybody else into captivity. The so-called white people led people into captivity. Read that again. Read that again.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 10.
Well, I didn't do it. Well, God said y'all gonna pay for He gonna pay for the ancestors. You see that? That's why. Y'all gonna all pay for that. All y'all. Because we had to pay for everything we did. Go ahead. He judged people as nations. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
That's slavery.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Now the Bible's still here, but swords aren't being carried and yielded around right now, or wielded around. So what could the Lord be talking about? Guns. That's the modern day sword. That's the new killing device. Now read Isaiah 14:21.
I'm there.
And that's it. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21.
It's not a hate doctrine, it's the truth. Go ahead.
It says, prepare slaughter.
And God does hate. That's why he's able to do the things he does. He loves and he hates, just like we do. Go ahead.
Prepare slaughter for his children,
Yeah.
for the iniquity of their fathers,
See that? Why?
that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Now the kingdom of God, people don't understand that concept. That's when the so-called black man is ruling on earth. It's not a place. It's not when we die and go to heaven and we party with God and drink wine. That's not that. America's about to be destroyed, and the kingdom of heaven is about to replace it. Because America is influencing the earth. The kingdom of heaven is going to be the new influence of the earth, which will be led by the so-called blacks and Latinos and Native American Indians. And all so-called white people got to go into slavery. All of them. Everybody got to go into slavery unto the Israelites. But righteousness is going to be put on the earth, because we're not just going to hurt people. We're going to repay y'all. That's what's going to happen. The Lord never forgot. And right we at the end where so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians are their most destroyed. They got green hair, man. Everyone's gay. That stops humankind. That stops the so-called human race. Due to who? The so-called white man that's ruling. So y'all, the Lord is just because he letting y'all rule and whoop our ass. Now y'all leaders are whooping our ass because the so-called white man knows who we are. So y'all get ready to go into slavery. Y'all got to pay for y'all sins of the forefathers. And this is the reality. This is the kingdom of heaven. When the so-called blacks is ruling, right? So that's it, all right? And we don't push hate. We're going to teach the earth righteousness, because there's a way you're supposed to be in a relationship. There's foods you're supposed to eat. It's the so-called white man pollute the goddamn air, man. Ain't going to be none of that, man. We're going to institute righteousness on this earth. And everybody that's not with that doctrine, God going to kill. America about to be destroyed by nukes, man. So prepare for it.
Do you have like a business, or like who are you guys?
That's it.
Be the God to
Okay.
We just come out here every weekend and teach the Bible. We've been coming out here for weeks trying to tell people what's getting ready to happen and what's actually happening.
What do you believe is going to happen like this fall, or like even just towards the end of the year?
It's second Ezra 9 in order. Just damn the move.
I got it.
Bring it out. This is
Is
going
this
to
like
happen.
a Bible verse?
This is what happened. Yep. Everything we teach is word in the Bible. The Bible deals with what? Prophecy, history before it happens.
Well, what I know is that, well, what I've seen, I haven't done the research, but other people have, is that like coming this December for like the next 3 years is supposed to be like the last 42 months of like the Bible. Is that in line with what you guys are
No,
doing?
they don't say that in the Bible.
Okay.
No, it's things that people got philosophies that they may have filtered through the Bible, but it really is not a philosophy. It's either what the Bible says, and that's just their explanation of it, or they just making up stuff. So, for example, I'll give you an example.
Yeah, so I want to hear what this is.
Go ahead, second Ezra 9:1.
Second Ezra 9 and 1.
That's what we got.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9 verse 1. It said, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
So we measuring the time, like you said, studying. We studying the times we living in. And we can tell the times we living in, we at the end of the world. And they actually tell you, how do you know that? Go ahead, how do you measure it? What's the measuring stick? The measuring stick will be the Bible, the scripture.
It says, and when thou seest parts of the signs pass,
See, when you see parts of the signs pass, signs are indications that identify things. Go ahead.
it says, which I have told thee before,
What he told to the Hebrew Israelites. Now the Hebrew Israelites is who we are. That's what we come out and tell our people. Go ahead. The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Those are the prophets. The prophets only come out of the Israelite race, according to the Bible. All right, go ahead.
then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Keep going. So yeah, keep going.
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes
See, that's why they're going into slavery. See how proud she is? Go ahead, finish that.
and upwards of the people in the world,
Yeah, beautiful.
then shalt thou well understand
Yep.
that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee.
Earthquakes and uproars.
We got over here.
Earthquakes and uproars. She'll be back. That's why I say you can't trust no goddamn Edomite, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't trust none of them.